Hi, my name's Danny and I'm a Ghana woman from South Australia and currently in my second year of medicine at the Australian National University. I'm applying for the position of the Indigenous Health Officer for the NRHSN. I've had an interest in rural and remote medicine since studying physiotherapy in Albury and completing rural placements in places like Orange, Coffs Harbour, Dubbo and Sorell, which is just outside of Tasmania. As I learnt more about Indigenous health and the health issues experienced by many, including my own family, my passion for Indigenous health grew. I have great connections with key stakeholders such as the Australian Indigenous Doctors Association and Indigenous Allied Health Australia. I have been members of both these organisations for at least the last 2 years, and I am now on the Student Representative Committee for AIDA. The last 2 years I've also been a proactive Indigenous rep for our Rural Health Club, and through this I've created new workshops and new events to increase exposure for my peers, as well as improve the interest in Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander health. I know that the NRHSN has priorities improving Indigenous health outcomes through university curriculum, student recruitment and support, and also improving the exposure. These are things that I'm also passionate about, and I'm interested in continuing as part of the committee and with collaboration with AIDA and IHA. I recently wrote a paper on my experience as an Aboriginal medical student and the importance for support for the success of retaining students. I want to advocate for workshops in leadership and an understanding of personal values and differences between cultures to improve cultural responsiveness and break down cultural barriers in practice. This is what we're aiming for our next Close the Gap ceremony, which is now a 2-day conference. Instead of just having speakers for the students, we're going to run workshops in which the students actively get involved in thinking about Indigenous health issues and what we can do about it. As part of the committee, I aim to support students to access resources in Indigenous health, as well as being an approachable Indigenous health officer for any questions that rural clubs may have. I hope to support the rural health clubs by providing information in Indigenous health festivals and ways that we can improve and increase exposure for Indigenous health. I know that with the closing of 5 3-on-3 festivals, it's going to be a difficult challenge to find Indigenous festivals next year, and I look forward to this challenge. Because I've been a member of my Rural Health Club as the Indigenous rep for the last 2 years, I have great experience in this area, and I think that will really help with my position on the committee. I would like to thank you for my consideration in the position of Indigenous Health Officer, and I look forward to being on part of the committee next year if I'm voted in. Thanks.